Yo, so I was looking up Bomberman voice lines and shit because I wanted to do a little dare to compare, like, ooh, what Bomberman game has the most satisfying grunts and shit by my own metrics? And, hold the phone, Shiori Fujisaki from Action Button Game Reviews of Tokimeki Memorial fame. I think I said that backwards, but she's in the Bomberman R game. And she talks?
I'm Shiori Fujisaki.
I didn't know this bitch was English.
Nice to meet you. I hope you'll be rooting for me.
That's something, right?
I hope you win.
I know Bomberman R has all these, like, crazy fan service characters, like a bunch of Konami reps and shit. But fucking Shiori Fujisaki, and, like, maybe I'm, like, not in the know. Maybe this is normal.
I need to concentrate.
It's just not something I thought I would find out today, you know?
Which
Like,
way should I go?
this famous anime babe is in the Bomberman game.
Fujisaki Shiori desu.
Oh yeah, that's more my speed. Her talking in the gracious Nippon language, much more soothing to my ears. Ah yes. But yeah, anyway, okay. So Bomberman's had a couple voices. I only care about 3 of them. Which one's the best? In 64, he sounds pretty cute, right? Like they're all pretty. They've all always been pretty cute. They call him Bomberman, but it's like Mega Man and Mega Man 8. Sounds pretty, high pitch. It's cute, though. Listen to this guy. I don't know where the hell these voice lines play. Maybe they're in the battle mode or some shit, but I've never heard them in my life. This I'm familiar with. Yeah? Alright. Yeah, not bad, not bad. Oh, I know that one. Oh my, yeah, the Japanese dude, this guy's great too. We'll be here all day if I listen to all of them. There's like 3 minutes of this shit, but okay. Yeah, so far so good. This one I've got a bias towards because I really love, I wrote a comment apparently 4 months ago, love listening to Bomberman scream dead in this one. I do mean it. Like when you fall in lava and shit in this game, like Bomberman fucking dies, dude. Ooh, music. Just, I love listening to him scream. Yeah, this game and its voice lines, all these like dramatic sounding fucking anime heads. Yeah, 64 TSA is serious, dude. People scream and shit. Generation's got a pretty good one too. Ignore the talking fish. These are the Carabombs. They didn't translate these, even in the English version. They use the Japanese voice lines. This guy's pretty satisfying. I'm gonna do it. Yeah, me and about to fuck my significant other. Just nice, quick, satisfying, you know, it's good feel. It's good feel. I like this stuff. Yo, the power glove. I just love listening to them say words. Did they say salt?
Dangerous bomb, punch, full fire.
They're all dangerous.
Bouncing bomb, landmine, heart, poison. Yeah, yay, set, take that.
What was that?
Controller, super fire, special, Bomberman generation. Yay, battle.
just delightful stuff. Who's got the best? I guess none of them, right? They're all kind of like great in their own way. I couldn't possibly pick one or the other. What's the big takeaway though? I don't think I like any of them. I don't think Hero comes close. You know? Yeah. You know, Bomberman talks in this game, but they're at their most high pitch ever. Let's see if I could find it. It's pretty buried in here. Who the fuck is Nadia? That sounds like a menu thing in fucking Resident Evil 5. Oh, can you still see my mouse? We're playing on an emulator, if you couldn't tell. Look at all these weird blue lines and shit. Yeah, you see this stuff? The sprites, they're not at 100%. Because we're playing on Project 64, and, you know, this whole emulator... N64 emulators are pretty hokey. I had to fucking download or set up a cheat code to make the game run properly at like 60 frames, or just like a stable frame rate period. It runs like ass if you don't do that, and it doesn't do that on real hardware. I don't know what's up with that. Anyway, wearing gear. Okay, yeah, see, that one's accurate. It says, I did it, but then when you do here we go, he just does a... Maybe in the Japanese version they say, here we go. But yeah, Bomberman sounds especially high-pitched in this one. Like, I'm okay with the high-pitched thing. It's just not really, like, too immediately satisfying. Yeah, they just sound stupid. Oh, wait, hold on. We're not done yet. Oh, I hit the B button. Hold on. That would imply that we're done. Did you know that Redial, the song that plays, like, 40% of the runtime in this one, is labeled Action Scene C? Oh, wait, no, it's A. What? No, it's B? It's fucking B? The theme song of the game isn't, like, front and center? I guess I shouldn't be surprised. I thought it was C at first. Yeah, check it out. We got Princess Million on, like, the fucking keytar back there. Keytar, what am I, fucking stupid? It's a keyboard. Oi. I don't know shit about dick, man. I don't know what's up with this Bomberman model. It looks kind of better than the one in the actual game. Although I guess we can get away with that, because there's, like, nothing else on the screen right now. Oh, I'm sorry. Am I delaying the inevitable? Do I not want to play the game anymore? I'm sorry, guys. It's been, like... fucking, I don't know, a couple weeks since I recorded the last video, and every time I think about, I should play more Bomberman Hero, I really think about it, and I'm like, do I want to do that? Because, you know, I know what I'm gonna get. You know, it's like signing up for, like, a game of laser tag or something. Like, you know, it's fine, it's fun enough in the moment, but I'm always left feeling, I could have just abandoned my friends and played Pump It Up by myself. That's a bit of a personal example, but, like, you know, it's a pretty simple game. People like Bomberman Hero, but they don't probably love it. Because, like, remove the kids from the room. We're going to talk about love in video games here. To love things, there have to be, like, enough factoids to, like learn about. How can I even profess to know anything about love? How do I explain this? How do I explain to you that I'm just gonna go out on a limb here and say, I don't think there's enough game essence, like juice within this one, to like sustain the playtime? Like, this game's probably not even like 10 hours long and I can barely even stand it. Actually, I say that right now, but you know, I'm immediately getting back into it and I'm like, this ain't that bad. I'm just being dramatic. But like, I know what I feel. History doesn't remember this game too greatly, and that's because it's okay, but like the game of laser tag, it's not like legendary, you know? Like 64, going on about the love tangent again, there's like stuff to like really learn about that game and like master, and like feel fucking great that you've like, you know, learned the system and like, you know, fallen in love with it. In this game, I kind of know like everything, how to play, everything it's gonna throw at me, like, right away. It's pretty straightforward. Like, the only thing it can do is, like, you know, throw a weird gimmick level at me or some shit. Like the movement and stuff is pretty simple. So, I don't know, man. Or I do know, man. I'm just saying I don't know as, like, a shorthand to end the discussion. By the way, defeat quick grooves by dropping bombs, then running away. Or just continue running forward, rather. Yeah, something I've gotta confess. In the last video, I said something on the lines of, you know, I was calling out Bomberman Hero as if it had like a continuity error or some bullshit. I think you could just skip the whole fucking level if you do this. Like, the goal's over here and you could just go for a swim, and yeah, man, it's right fucking there. That's why we like Bomberman Hero, right? In that, like, you just learn the one optimal route and you just do it every time, and that's like the end of the relationship with you in the level. There's like nothing else to it. Like, that's the way forward. Do it every time. Kind of reminds me of Gunvolt again, or, you know, completely inaccurate example. It's just like a case of a game where, like, the way forward is, like, I guess kind of simple. And I don't have too much room of expression, because, like, that is the optimal way. Yes, like, I just beat the level in record time. The hole with the big bubble may contain a secret. Yeah, so anyway, in the first world, when you pick up those little, what are they, the walkie-talkies? Yeah, they're walkie-talkies, you know, like, I've played with toys before, long ago. It may shock you, but I was a boy once too. Anyway, yeah, when you pick up the little things, those toys, in the first world, they do not have the image of P-Bot on them, which implies continuity, in that we haven't met P-Bot yet. I was talking out my ass and saying, like, Like, oh, why are they giving me the walkie-talkies now? We haven't met the character who tutorializes the game yet. But the context of the first world is that you are being trained by the weird square bomberman guy, bomber mom, or I don't know who the fuck they are. Bomberman's got like different allies in all these other fucking games. You know, Bomberman Tournament. I don't know when they introduced Dr. Ein, but at some point, you know, he becomes Bomberman's like trainer guy, or you know, guy he just talks to over the radio, like that kind of shit. Why they give you the jacket at the end of the fucking level? This game's weird, man. Oh shit, I just killed myself, dude. Is that the first time we've seen that death animation? You can die like a numerous, I don't know, it's at least like almost a double-digit number. Like, there's a couple ways you can die in this game. That's a lie, it's probably like 4 or 5. Oh, that's cute, you can slide and shit. That's a cute animation, but it's like, why is it there? Like, just for the game feel? Because, like, you know, that's the opposite direction. Like, who's gonna encounter that shit? And when you just hold forward, you don't slide. So, like, is there a percentage of players who've just never seen the slide animation? Because, like, why would they? Keeps me up at night, man. Like, the stuff that we make for the game. That's just ultimately fruitless, because, like, our game is just so fucking simple. It kind of reminds me of this music, like, increasing in, like, level of drama. It's like my brain increasing in, like, speed, like the neurons are firing rapidly. I don't know if they're actually neurons, you know, the things that move around in your little thinker when you're overthinking things. But yeah, it's weird. You know, who the fuck made Bomberman Hero? They had nothing to do with the 64 guys, right? On Backlog, it says like Konami made this game or some shit. I don't see fucking Konami in this game's like opening credits and stuff. Maybe they're in the normal credits. I don't know, man. I've never bothered to look at those things. Yeah, they said the bubble thing might contain a secret, but bitch, I ain't got time to play every level in the game. That's a lie, I totally do, but we're just not going to. I've got all the time. Yeah, so if we found the secret, we would have played Waterway, but I'm gonna go out on a limb here. Okay, never mind, this one turned out to be a vehicle level 2. Okay, hold on, let's see if we can game the system and not play the vehicle level. Because, you know, I'm a fan, I'm a tolerator. I tolerate, you know, the vehicle levels in the game. Some of them more than others. Like, you know, the jet one, those are fine. Those are kind of fast. The snowboard ones are fun for a lark. The helicopter ones look similar enough to normal gameplay where, like, if you squint, you could pretend you're still playing the normal game. And it's not too bothering. The water one is, like, too slow. We don't like that one. I get it, we're underwater. I've been underwater. It's like slow and shit down there. You know, tough to make that fun in video games. Oh dude, I've got a bad feeling about this. Is the secret for like the bonus level at the end of the level anyway? No. Is it at the beginning? Because I was about to go crazy again and say, like, why would they make me play the level twice if, like, the goal was in the same spot anyway? Am I misreading what the game is trying to tell me? It wouldn't be the first time. I'm not too good at these kind of signals and shit. Is it this one? Huh. The hole with the big bubble may contain a secret. Yeah, there's a lot of big bubbles around here. So, I'm starting to feel that there's not actually a bonus level within this level. And I'm gonna have to play through the water level. And I'm just, like, biding my time here. Alright, we'll do it. You know, it's not that bad. It's like getting a shot. Except, we're playing a video game, and you'd wish it wouldn't be like this. Wasn't I saying these were okay a video ago? They're really not that bad. It's like fucking... I don't know, there's like many video games I could like think of examples where like you go into like some section thinking it's gonna be awful and it's not actually that bad. It's just like, You know, this game's pretty simple, and I'm like evil Tony right now. Like, last video, I was saying, like, this game's pretty solid and shit. I'm just feeling like a fucking jerk today, alright? Like, I just want to, like, dog on this game, because I'm like, oh my god, Bomberman Hero, you are such a normal fucking platformer. Like, what does this have anything to do with Bomberman? Oh my god, guys, what's the percentage of players who have missed the one-up there? They put it in the middle there. Similar to the crab boss. We've just got a jiggling motherfucker. Inspiring stuff. You know, at least the music's fun. I think this game would, you know, it's something I always fall back to when I'm thinking about making video games engaging. Like, oh, if they just added a time limit, this would be better, right? Because I would be more, like, encouraged to, like, be good at the game. Because there's, like, a very well-defined, like, error state I have to avoid. Because, like, I could go forward and backward within this level. So if I ever miss a guy, that contributes to me getting the top rank. This isn't fucking rocket science. Like you know, like Joe Idiot who gives a shit, like could identify the problem with this, like, gameplay here. There's, like, this whole high score thing going on, but, like, I have infinite opportunity to get the high score in this game. Like, oh, we're at the end of the level, I didn't get everything, let me go all the way back and just do it again. There's, like, no punishment for that. Like, there's no way for me to show my mastery, my love, my skill, because, like, anyone can do it. If they just, like, you know, do it long enough, and it's like, that's toxic. Oh, but, like, you know, it clearly doesn't want to be toxic. It wants to be simple. Everyone's going to be talking about Sakurai these past few moons, because, you know, he made a YouTube channel. All other YouTubers beware. It's real game dev hours. Oh, this level's really interesting. It has no fucking music. Is that interesting? I don't know. I just, like, remember it. That's a lie. I remember, like, every level in this game anyway, because I played the shit out of it. Like I said, I played the shit out of, like, all these Bomberman games. But, like, yeah. I have a decent memory of this one, just because, like, I did that thing. Oh, here's something you don't give a shit about. I'm gonna, like, ruminate on, like, my childhood within my Let's Play. Do you care? Do you know me? Should I abort the topic? Can I hit through the wall and open the gate anyway? No, I can't. But yeah, what I was gonna say, TLDR, I've played these levels a lot. And this one is, like, the only one in the game with no music. How novel. What restraint. Because, you know, the game... Can I make that jump? You know, I could totally make that jump. I'm gonna keep trying. Yeah, so this game doesn't have a punishment for you losing all your lives. I assume you just get kicked back to the title screen if that happens. But it does do something decently smart in that whenever you die, your, like, power-ups go down one. You know, like, that's a worthy punishment. Like, I'll probably have 3 bombs now. The game's over. Sounded like Garnet from Steven Universe or some shit. When you hit end, Bomberman goes to heaven. Like, he fucking died for real, dude. And you chose not to resurrect him. I made a second file in case the video didn't turn out right. And I could have just, like, started re-recording and pretended like nothing happened. And it would have been the fakest shit ever. I really don't like doing that. But, you know, just in case, right? You know, in case I don't say things that are funny enough, and I feel the need to, like, be funny, so we have to keep doing the video. I don't even do it that often, but it's like, you know, just in case. Okay, let's try making this jump again. Yeah, that felt pretty good. You think they made that jump deliberately, like, just long enough so you could just barely make it? It feels deliberate, almost like human beings made the game or something. Oh, shit. Does this even kill you, or does it just, like, do one hit? Okay, well, you know, it's a kid's game.
I did it!
Yeah, is there really any room for me to be like, oh, Bomberman Hero's not deep enough for me anymore, because I'm an adult? But, like, Bomberman 64 is still fun, and that game, like, you know, I'm a grown-ass man. I liked it as a kid. I like it now. But there's things my adult brain can really get behind in that game. There's stuff still for me to think about. The bomb jumping. That game has this crazy shit where, like, there's all these, like, out-of-reach platforms and stuff that are, like, not mandatory. Like, the normal game, you could just, like, walk to the goals and, you know, you don't have to do anything extraneous to beat Bomberman 64. But if you go out of your way, there's all these, like, extra challenges you can do, like all these crazy jumps you can do by planting, like, a sequence of bombs in a line. That's what a sequence means. And you just, like, bounce on them across gaps and shit. And it's, like, it's really engaging. It's like making a ship in a bottle or some shit. I've never seen anything like it. Like, fucking... And it's like, that's the fun. That's how I have fun with the game, like, right now, like, my adult Tony brain. In Bomberman Hero, there's no adult Tony way to play it. You just have to, like, appreciate it as it is, and... Is that okay? You know, we have the nice music playing right now, the euphoria-inducing redial. Is this good enough? Like, can I just, like, not turn my brain off, but, like, level my expectations? Like, not everything has to be, like, fucking Bomberman 64 tiers of, like, deep for it to still be good? Now I'm just being too nice. I know the truth. This game is, like, fine. And that's the extent. And that's okay, you know, fucking... I'm not dedicating, like, years of my life to this shit anymore. Can I just, like, walk through this thing? No, I can't. At least this game's not, like, 30 hours long. God, the levels just fucking end, dude. It's weird. They're so short. Like, I'm really complaining about nothing. Because this game, like, I think, I was all nice and shit in the first video. What happened? People change. Minute to minute. I seem to have forgotten myself, but Bomberman Hero knows what it is. I think I used those words. Do you remember those words? They're your own. Oh, dude, the platform. Yeah, we're introducing more stage hazards and shit. You know, the game's not completely fucking rock stupid or anything. I'm not absolutely autopiloting it. I think of this one game I've been playing recently, Deception 2, Kagero 2, Deception 2, I don't fucking know. It's this game where you plant traps and shit and kill the shit out of guys. It's some PS1 game. The point is, the gameplay loop is very slow and very simple. Like, I'm thinking, oh dude, this game would be great for like 10 levels or something. It goes on for like 30. And I'm like, damn, know your game's appeal. Know when to not make a long-ass game if you're not gonna make it super deep or anything. And I think Bomberman Hero is probably long enough so that, like, none of these things, it not being super deep, not being as good as my beloved Bomberman 64, that's probably okay. Because, you know, it's not drawn out or anything. It is what it is. It's just a who gives a shit whatever little Bomberman spinoff. They never made Bomberman platformers before. Isn't this novel? Why didn't you ledge grab that? Can you not ledge grab the boxes? Oh, no, you can. I just wasn't holding right hard enough, I guess. Yeah, clearly. Oh, yeah, this is some classic bullshit. Yeah, the exits are right next to each other, so the gameplay challenge is, do you want to play the same level experience twice just to unlock both levels? I hope I chose the 50-50 right, and, you know, I didn't pick, like, a shitty level. Uh-oh, we picked a shitty level. That's a lie. Wait, hold on, let's grab that. Oh, another fucking... No, we'll grab that. So who invented the up goes down, the down goes up thing? Like, in flying minigames and shit. Is that just how it is in planes in the real world? Gotta say, I've never flown one. So how are you doing? I don't know why I said that. I'm just trying to, like, you know, lean into the fact that yes, we are playing the same level again because I'm creating this joke that I really don't want to play the vehicle levels, even though I know they are not that bad. That one I could have beaten Millions Road by now if I just, like, you know, didn't quit it. But I'm convinced that, like, if I just grind hard enough, maybe I'll be rewarded, yeah? I complimented Bomberman Jetters, the other video, saying something on the lines of, it has a really good bomb kick animation. It does. I don't know why that game was the first to come to mind, though, because both 64 and 64 TSA also have good bomb kick animations. You know, they're not inferior, they're just like... okay, 64 TSAs is probably better than 64s. Oh, yeah, cool. I chose correctly. It's another normal level, right? Those are immediately better than the gimmick levels. You know, if this was like a modern game, they would like explain like every damn new like element, even though this game's simple as shit. Yeah, Bomberman Jetters, Generation, Jetters by extension. Those games are made for nobody. Those games are about as simple as this, although they are like boring Bomberman gameplay, and that there's like no jumping and shit, and there's no bomb jumping either. It's just like this weird fucking adventure game shit where you just run around these rooms. You can't jump. You're really grounded in those ones. And like they just want you like going from like room to room, blowing dudes up, and it's like it's trying to be like a puzzle game or some shit, but it's like the most basic shit you've ever played. I just said shit like 5 times in one sentence. My alliteration is quite lacking. My throat is hurting. Hold on. Yeah, Generation sucks ass, but they feel the need to, at the beginning of every level, and every time something new gets introduced, Dr. Ein, you know, Bomberman's new support guy for that era, they really liked the scientist archetype. I don't fucking know. Oh, I guess that's why they call it the warp room. There's like warp pads and shit. Yeah, like he calls you up. He pauses the gameplay like he's like a hint box from like a modern Sonic game where you touch it and the game freezes, and he has to explain everything. And it's like, fucking, what little kid is gonna put up with that? Like, fucking, who are these games for? Like, how did they get away with making 2 of them? They made Bomberman Generation, and then they made Jetters, which is like a sequel to it. Oh, fucking dude, the rat tail whipped me, motherfucker. Jetters is so weird. There's this anime called Bomberman Jetters. It's really fucking good, but they took Bomberman Generation and like changed some of the graphics, and it's like a ROM hack, and they called it like Bomberman Jetters. It's like this weird budget title, like this anime tie-in shit. They used the Generation Foundation. That rhymed. That had not alliteration, but you know, wordplay to it. Yeah, Jetters is this weird fucking like cash cow sequel. It's even worse than Generation. Like, God, those games are terrible. I guess this is why Bomberman died. Like, he just like, they got enough money from like these like stupid party games, and they were just able to make garbage like that for a couple decades until they finally ran out of money. Like, enough people stopped buying them. And then he died for real. I know they tried making like mini-game compilations to like, I guess cater to like, you know, the Wii era of the gamers. Because you got all these Bomberman Land games where like they're like mini-game shit. Like there's no Bombermaning. It's just like the character is still here, but like you're fucking just like blowing balloons and shit. It's so weird. Why are there mini-game compilations about this character Bomberman? Like, they're called Bomberman. You know, Mario can get away with doing weirdo freak shit like mini-game compilations, but like, I don't fucking get it. It's like they lost faith in like the whole Bomberman thing, and like no one wants to do that shit anymore. It's so weird. They couldn't just make a follow-up to like 64 or something. They either had to make their dumbass grid games or like fucking cater to what they thought the modern demographic was into, with like Generation with its fucking stupid tutorial-y adventure game bullshit, and fucking the Land games with their minigame crap. You know, it's a fascinating history, the Bomberman, just Bomberman games in general. We're at one of those crossroads right now. 3D platformers were really in, I guess. So here's Bombermans, right? You know, like everyone was doing it on the N64. I say everyone, but like what was there? Like fucking, like Mario, Conker. Conker's not a platformer. Fucking, you know, there were jumpy games up the ass in that era. I just killed myself twice, dude.
The game's over.
I wish this chick had like more voice lines and stuff. Whenever you beat the world, like she goes, "Good job." You know, I could play it for you right now. I'll play it for you right now. I'm committed, motherfucker. It's pretty cute how even though this is like you know, like the others I'm mentioning, in that this is seemingly a far removed thing. It has nothing to do with actual Bomberman shit. It has more to do with Bomberman. It has more to do with the Bomberman IP than land. You know, we're still throwing bombs to interact with stuff, and like listen to the music. It's the Bomberman theme, or at least the one from the NES game. I don't know if this is heralded as like the Bomberman theme song or anything like that. I don't think it's in 64. It's like an OOT thing where like the main theme of the series wasn't in there. What was I looking for? Oh yeah, good job. It's somewhere around here. Yo, lightning from Final Fantasy 13. It'll freeze. Washing clothes. What weird names. Or, you know, some of them have weird names. Some of them don't. Is it labeled as a song? Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's like, you could get the worst fucking rank in the shit, the woman voice in Bomberman Hero, they'll still say good job. It's just like that shit with there not being a time limit. I need more pressure in my kids' game, expectations to overcome, otherwise I will just not feel satisfied. Although I guess, you know, I feel decently satisfied, you know, blowing things up. Actually, no, I don't. I think there's like no feedback for hitting things in this fucking game. You just kind of hit them and there's like no sound effect. They just like burst into a couple triangles. In 64, you know, the dudes, you hit them and they like spin around and there's like a satisfying sound effect. I put a lot of emphasis on the word satisfying there. It's hard to talk for like 30 minutes straight. I'm sure you can understand. But yeah, you hit guys and there's feedback. In this game, you hit guys and there's no feedback. They just like blink or something, and it's like, that's okay, but that's like the bare minimum. We don't like the bare minimum. You ever go to school? You never got the high marks for doing that shit. Oh yeah, speaking of the Bomberman lineage, check it out. It's the remote bomb. The weirdest looking one in like any of these games I've seen. It looks like the kind of thing you'd see on the OOT pause screen. It's got like a clock or some shit. It's got that fucking gradient crap. I love it. Actually, I don't. Why are they giving you the remote bomb in this level? I don't know, but I kind of like it. I kind of wish you had it for the whole game, because, like, you know, potentially that could maybe not raise the skill ceiling, but, like, the level of complexity I'm allowed to, like, you know, put into my shit. Like, instead of just relying on my bomb hitting stuff. If I'm a master of timing, I can, you know, show my skills and maybe overcome things in ways that regular players could not. Because I'm just so talented, and I'm taking the time to learn the game. But no, they appear very sporadically. This won't be the first weird upgrade we'll see. There's like another level where you get this glove that makes you throw like ×4 the length. I just don't understand it. It's like there was no vision for the game or something, and they were just throwing ideas at the proverbial dartboard. You know? Eh? You know, that's something we say about games sometimes, or, you know, art and media. Like, it's like they were throwing darts at the board and seeing what sticks. It really does feel like that with Bomberman Hero, because I guess they had the conceit of making a really simple platformer, and they were like, okay, how do we iterate on this for like 5 hours of game time? Because we're not going to make it deeper, so we just have to, like, make it varied. And that's what they did.
I did it!
He did it. You guys ever watch Bomberman Jetters? That anime is really good. Probably, like, the best piece of Bomberman media, period. Why did I say that? Do I enjoy watching Bomberman Jetters more than I do playing 64? Stunning walk animation. I've never seen... I don't know, people walk in dresses this stiff, though, so I don't know, maybe it'd be like that. What I'm trying to say, Bomberman Jetters is surprisingly good given the subject matter. You know, it's like an anime adaptation. Oh, you're a persistent little creature. This is some pretty mellow music for, like, you know, the rival appeared. Shouldn't we be shocked right now? It sounds like we wouldn't even care. That's my walk animation, too. We'll fight again in a dock. Yeah, what? You're just throwing around these terms and shit. Yeah, I know what that means. Is it like the Bakugan dimension where the characters go when they're playing their games? Like they just go to this other world for the duration of the battle? Okay, hold on. Nitros 2. Hold the tangent on Bomberman Jetters. The gameplay might get deeper. I opened the first Nitros encounter by saying Nitros kind of fucking rocks, but, you know, we have to prove it. I can't just say these things. Nice uppercut. He's got some new moves, or they've got some new moves. I don't know. Nitros is probably a he. You know, this game was made like in the fucking 90s and shit. If I see a character that's even a little bit rival-y and masculine, there's probably no gender ambiguity I can have fun pondering over, like Harpuya in Mega Man Zero, you know? This is a little better. There's a time limit in the boss fights, so I guess what I'm asking for is that the regular levels just had one of those too, right? Maybe that would have looked too tacky or confusing. Like you gain points, but you're losing points. They would have had to like rethink everything. Oh, that's cool. And you can like, you know, just plant your bombs because they're like if they're coming in your direction, the homing discs, you just plant your little bomb. You know, that's something. I think we've ran out of somethings though. This guy got to run out of health like now. I want this fight to stop, motherfucker. If I had 4 bombs, I could just keep throwing them too. 64 TSA has that problem also, where like, you know, you can play along and like play the puzzle game aspect of trying to hit guys, or you could just like keep throwing shit and eventually it'll work, because like, you know, we're throwing these big hurt boxes. Oh, maybe we shouldn't have fought in a dock. Maybe we should have just done it here. Bomberman's gotta stop playing fair. Oh my god, the clock tower, the what? I'm also rock stupid idiot. I'm a rock stupid idiot. What? In the last oh, hold on, we're gonna cut away to the clock tower. Yo, this reminds me of the end of Final Fantasy VIII, or I guess any game with a clock tower, right? Yeah, so we've introduced this bird motherfucker. New villain. Those tiles in the front of the bomber tower remind me of pool tile, like those tiles you'd see in a swimming pool. Reminds me of my childhood, my youth, swimming pools. Oh boy, the bomber copter. The bomber copter and the bomber sled deserve some kind of reward, because they're in less levels than the fucking jet in the water thing. Oh, this one's weird. It assimilates with like the top thing he's wearing there. How does he do it? Oh yeah. To open the killer gate. They call it the killer gate, but we can't like say we have to kill the 10 submarines. Yeah, I kind of tolerate, I wasn't kidding, I kind of tolerate the bomber copter levels more so than the on-rails ones. They're not even on rails, you can go backwards. But like, I can move, the camera angle is like pretty similar to the normal gameplay. It feels closer to the regular shit, and I guess I'm like imagining this kind of harmony. And like we have to uphold that harmony for me to like not just feel like we're like suddenly playing the swimming section from Metal Gear Solid 2 or some shit, you know? Like, I'm okay with this. Y'all ever play Metal Gear Solid 2? What is up with that swimming section bullshit, dude? That has nothing to do with stealth or anything. It's just all around a pretty bad part of the game. I don't know what they were thinking. But fucking, you ever hear that kind of slander before? The swimming section in Metal Gear 2 sucks oxcocks. Oh, better be sure to get that a dock bomb over there. It's really well hidden. Get all of them for the secret ending. Maybe they just looked at the awesome secret ending from 64 and felt the need to try and like capture that, but they came nowhere close. The secret ending in 64 is like, you actually feel like a gaming god if you get that shit. Oh, we're going down, timber. Yo, more like tinder. That doesn't make sense. Fucking, you say timber when you're cutting down logs and stuff. Yeah, and Bomberman 64, there's these gold cards, right? And you get all of them to unlock the final level, but like, I don't know, like, the normal game is like, there's like no allusions to there being more content. I guess this game doesn't do that either, but like, literally the only difference is that you actually get a good reward in Bomberman 64. I guess that's what I'm, yeah, I need to stop dancing around it and romanticizing it. That is the only difference. You get all the collectibles in 64, and you are actually rewarded with the best content in the game. You get all of the shit in this game, and, you know, they just put it there to make the game run longer. Even though I thought that wasn't the priority. Like, you know, they made the fucking stupid, short, simple variety game, the box of chocolates that is Bomberman Hero, you know, you don't know what you're gonna get. And, you know, fucking, the secret level is bullshit, you know? Just like anything else in the game. There's nothing too special here. The game didn't kick it into overdrive for the secret content for the gamers out there who bothered to stick around for 100% completion. I don't see games too often do that. I guess the Mario games do, you know, you get your Grandmaster Galaxies and stuff, but like, fucking, you really do just get the best damn content in Bomberman 64. It's like, it's awesome, and you have to like actually, like, prove your mastery of the game. It's not like a grind thing. You have to like learn how to do all the crazy jumps and shit. You have to do it all. You can't just like dedicate time to it and like eventually pull through. You have to like know what you're doing. I don't see that too often, you know, I guess. Too many games reward you just for like, oh, you played the game for enough hours. I really just respect Bomberman 64, man. It's one of my favorites. It's a great goddamn game. When's that game coming on Steam, motherfucker? Never. It was on the Wii U. The Wii U version weirdly has like less slowdown in some like areas, but like, I don't know what's up with that. They put it on the Wii U and it's like, you gonna put it anywhere else? Probably not, right? The Bomberman IPs and like, you know, no one knows what the fuck's going on with that shit. Like, it's like, oh, is it back? I mean, they made Bomberman R, but like, I don't think it sold like dynamite. So like, are we still back? I don't know. Does anyone care? Probably not, right? Like, fucking, no one's, the fate of Bomberman? Whatever. This level's weird. It like has like a left and right moving camera. And an up and down moving camera. You know, it's like a 3D video game or some shit. Usually one of the axes, you know, the X or the Y, they don't move like at the same time, but this level invites the possibility. Am I talking out my ass again? Aren't there other levels that do that? Yeah, there totally fucking are. I am talking out my ass. There are other levels that like have a camera like this. I guess this is certainly the only one that rotates and feels as like spirally as like there's no other spiral clock towers in the game. That's what I mean to say. I suppose that's why it feels unique. Yo, this should have been like Battletoads or some shit, and the higher we climb, like if we fall, we just fucking die. Because like if I fall, oh well, I guess I just have to climb my way back up. There's like, you know, there's no gameplay there. I just have to do it again. It's not like, I feel like the longer the thing goes on, like the drama should increase. No one would argue that, right? We like drama and like tension and feeling like we overcame that shit. If I fell down right now, let's fall down right now. It's like, you know, I felt the bliss of death for a moment there. Like, imagine if I did that in real life, like jumped off a thing. I would, you know, close your eyes before the moment of impact type shit. But it's like, I just gotta do it again. I don't know, is that any different from if the game just killed me? It's like a mental thing, right? Video games are like magic shows and psychology tricks. You have to do shit like that to make me feel invested. I know that the game is considering that as like not a failure because I wasn't punished. You've gotta like turn on the electric zapper when I do shit like that. You know, the dog, the Pavlov dog, you know, you have to train me a certain way to like make me feel certain ways when I'm playing video games and stuff. Hold on. Gotta get that one extra bomb down there. Anyway, I never finished talking about Bomberman Jetters. It's really fucking good. Like, you watch the F-Zero anime for like the funny Falcon Punch clip, thinking like, oh dude, is the anime actually good? No, it's pretty boring actually. Jetters? It's like the whole gambit. It's like really funny, like absurdly so. It's got like this whole fucking absurdist angle where like the characters are just doing this dumbass shit that's just really funny to behold. Like, the bad guys are going around stealing one-of-a-kind stupid trinkets, And I mean stupid trinkets. Like, they're labeled as one-of-a-kind. Like, oh, it's the one-of-a-kind thing in the universe. But, like, they're never useful. It's like the one-of-a-kind stone floppy disk. And it's like, the what? You know, it's a total farce. And it's, you know, hijinks, comedy, cartoon. It runs the gambit. And then it gets serious. Fucking, like, you're like, invested in the show because the characters made you giggle. And then they go through, like, serious drama that doesn't really come out of nowhere because it's, like, it comes from a pretty, like, believable place. You know, the characters are having fun and stuff, but then it's like, oh, wait, my missing brother, I used to have fun with him. Where is he? I'm sad. And, you know, I say it in, like, a lampoony voice, but, you know, I'm trying to explain that, like, the drama is, like, pretty believable in Jetters. You know, it is emotionally varied. It is funny, and it's, impactful. Like, you think about those, like, moments that made you go, whoa, shit. It's cool stuff. You know, it was a formative anime for me, anyway. It was one I grew up watching on YouTube in 3 parts. You know, you remember the days. Or maybe you don't, I don't know. Fucking, but, you know, back in the long ago when YouTube was like a fucking Wild West joint, you could only upload videos that were like 10 minutes long. People just uploaded animes, like entire anime episodes, and like you had to do it in 3 parts. So you'd watch 1 episode across 3 videos. Why am I explaining this? This is like common facts. I guess I'm just reminiscing for myself right now. But like, I just watched all of Bomberman Jetters that way. It was a great show. Anyway, here we are. Wait, were we climbing a clock tower that whole time? Was that level we were just in, like, the inner workings of the clock? I don't fucking know. Big Brother Endel. You mean the guy we fucking killed? You think people have drawn inflation porn of this guy? You ever play Sonic Inflation Adventure? You mean this is a trap? Dude, me, if I'm from the 2000s and I'm like, never mind. You can guess where I was trying to go with that joke, but like, I mean no ill will. I'm just trying to be funny in a horrible way. Here I come. Hold on, shouldn't we save Million first? Oh, whoa. I said I tolerated the helicopter gameplay, but this is getting kind of weird. Where the fuck am I? Or at least the possibility space is seemingly bigger than the Endel fight. I guess that's justified. You know, it's the second boss in the game. It should be more complex than the first. This is fine. It's always interesting listening to really repetitive music like this, because you never listen to it in like a normal context, but it's like, in these tense moments when you're more so thinking about actions, like, this kind of repetitive music helps you focus. You know? It's interesting stuff. I think I've talked about this kind of, train of thought before, but like, you know, I like it. Or, you know, I say I like it. I like it in that it's interesting. You know, Bomberman 64 and 64 TSA, they have real songs for their boss music, and they're really good tracks. So it's like, you know, there's multiple ways to skin a proverbial cat, you know? This was one way some people decided to go about that for boss tracks in video games. And we just killed another guy. Isn't it crazy at, like, the level of violence we're, like, enacting right now? Why doesn't the game comment on any of that? Whoa, I guess we were at the top of the clock tower. I hope Bomberman takes fall damage and dies. Oh, he would never. Yo, what about Princess Million? Oh, now the princess is on the Canadia star. Let's hurry. Ain't it cute how they're just like flipping through the ship there? Like there's not actually like an indent for them to sit on. Oh, I didn't think we'd beat the whole planet in a video. I thought we'd like run out of things to talk about and I'd have to like stop or some shit, but we did it.
Good job.
You see, it's just not satisfying because I know she would say that to anyone. Oh, hell yeah, bonus stage. Wow, I really went out of my way to just not pick up any of these crystals in this fucking, in this episode. I remember when I used to name, yeah, like I used to name the videos of my Let's Plays, because I've been doing Let's Plays for like 10 fucking years across like a couple channels, because like it's just, you know, it's fun to do a Dear Diary type shit, you know, talking about a thing. This is something I've always enjoyed doing. I used to give them like titles and stuff, but I guess these days I'm more into just giving them wacky names, like Bomberman Zero. And that's why I named the first part. I don't know what the hell I'm gonna call this one. I can't call it Bomberman Queero, because, you know, I already opened the first video, you know, saying that. Let's kill myself. It's interesting that they don't show you, like, the animation when you fall in the bonus game. It's like, no, you're in a death-free zone. Maybe we're in a dock. Oh yeah, it's pretty cool how you can watch the score animation again. This is the kind of, like, pedantic shit, like, I would be proud of. Like, dude, this, like, clean as fuck, like, final result animation, hell yeah, we've got to give the players an opportunity to watch that again. I feel, like, proud as shit making this. You know, the way the little bips come into play and, like, you know, the thing tallies up, you know, it's like, it's good game feel. Was I saying something? I don't know, I think my train of thought got derailed by, you know, some other fucking bullshit. Oh yeah, what was I gonna name the video? It'd be great if I could think of other words that rhyme with, hero, you know, like Zero did. But I can't think of any. You know, there's Queero, obviously. You know, I looked up Queero, and it's like, on Urban Dictionary, it's like, you know, you know, some things labeled it as like, you know, in reference to a queer person. But, like, some of the other ones were, like, a really cool Spanish person or some bullshit like that. And it was like, oh, fuck, do I not know what I'm talking about again? I'm trying to be funny without actually putting the effort. Like, oh, man. But anyway, what else rhymes with hero? De Niro? That's all I got. I don't know. I'm sure, like, if you're watching the video now, you'll see what I named it. So, in the future, I'll have to count on future Tony to come up with something, because for now I got nothing. Let's wrap this shit up. Just playing with a yo-yo there. It's pretty cute. Why though? Why a yo-yo? It's not really. it's another weird thing with the Bomberman IP. Why isn't he playing with a bomb, like bouncing it in his hand, like you know, juggling it or some shit? You know, like playing into the fact that we're Bomberman, doing things only Bomberman can. Like fucking the guy from Chameleon Twist could play with a yo-yo. I'm just thinking we're not getting the most value out of our character here, and maybe that's why they died. And Shiori Fujisaki had to be put in the new game to, like, you know, turn heads because. No one cared enough otherwise, right? Alright, that's enough of this shit for now.